Sorry I haven't been posting that many videos lately. Just work and life have been catching up. I haven't really been home that much, and when I am home, I'm not really, like, energetic enough to go sit down and make videos or get stuff prepped so I can. But, you know, my work schedule is winding down a little bit, and I'm going to be less busy in the next couple weeks, so hopefully I can get, you know, more regular content again. Just, yeah. Plus, I haven't really been doing it much battling lately just because of the fact that I want to wait for the Greninja test to go by before I do anything else, because I don't really want to do anything outdated since I still think Greninja's going to get hit, so I want to just wait and see, and, you know, I'd rather post a bit more current stuff than just, you know, stuff for last format. But anyways, hey guys, wow, we got a game here today against a guy from Twitter. I fucking forgot his name, but it'll be in the title. It's an OU game with the team that I made with Alina. I'm kind of sad I haven't gotten to use it in more videos, but, you know, we'll at least get to see it in this one. But if you don't know what the team is, we did a team building video on it. They should go watch anyways, so you go watch that. I'm not going to tell you what the team is. But anyways, threats on his end, the main things we're going to be looking at are going to be the Bisharp and the Gallade, just because once my Greninja's gone and my Terrakion, Gallade and Bisharp, they kind of have free reign against my team. Gallade outspeeds everything. It speed ties with Metagross, but it's just both of them in general. My only thing to deal with Bisharp really is Terrakion, so I gotta make sure I preserve my guys well enough and just weaken them to a point to where it should be more manageable, and I forgot to turn that down. But yeah, it's just, they're threats and I gotta learn to deal with them. It leads on his end. I figured it'd be like Rotom or Lander, so I go with my own Rotom. He goes with his own Rotom as well, so I figure might as well just right off the bat burn it, because that seems like the best way to do it right away. He burns me. I miss my Will-O-Wisp, but I decided fucking gonna get another Will-O-Wisp off in case he wants to switch out for some reason. But I get mine off. He does Hydro Pumps, so I'm like, okay, I guess he was predicting me to switch out, so maybe he'll predict me to switch out in another way and just go for Volt Switch. So I'm thinking, okay, there's no way he's going for Hydro Pump again, so I'll go for my own Volt Switch, and then go into my Landorus, hoping he's just going to go for Volt Switch. I know either way, since he is most likely more defensive, I can live a Hydro Pump, so Landorus felt safe enough. Plus, I knew Landorus wasn't going to be that important against his team, just because even though he's got plenty of physical attackers, they're all physical attackers that can take on my Landorus, so it's not going to be as important. But at the very least, I do notice I am faster, so I can safely go for U-turn to get extra damage off. Plus, I can scout a bit more what this Rotom is, which it looks like it's more physically defensive. So going back into Rotom to take whatever he wants to do seems safe enough. Plus, I can get better damage off with that as opposed to something else. Plus, he just Will-O-Wisps again, so rather have Rotom take that than anything else take it. But it looks like he should be in a range where Volt Switch will kill, and I've outsped him every single time that I've gone for a move with this Rotom. I think it's just because I do a speed investment on this thing, but I guess he's not running the standard speed investment, so I'm able to take him out. And I didn't really know it would be the best thing to bring in, so I decided Latios might be able to, you know, take on everything the best. Like, if he brings in Bisharp like he does right here, I'm going to think he's not going to expect the HP Fire and pick me to switch out, which is exactly the case. So I get a huge hit on that, which means it's going to be a lot more manageable to deal with, and I'm not going to have to worry as much. So that's really great for me because, you know, this thing not being a threat is awesome, because it'll die from 2 Life Orb hits, so at the very least, if I'm forced to sack something, it'll be more manageable. But I am forced to sack Rotom right there, and I do see the Life Orb, so again, more manageable. But, you know, Rotom wasn't going to be as useful as I needed to be, so I had to sack it. It was just better in the long run that I do. But now I'm going to bring in Terrakion. I didn't really care what he's going to switch out to, because no matter what, I'm going to get some scouting initiative on whatever he brings in, which is going to happen to me as Landorus, so I can get a nice close combat off on it. And, well, I mean, it's not that good, but any damage is nice, just because once things just take damage, they're easier to deal with in the long run, so But I'm going to go to Landorus because it's kind of half death fodder at this point, and I had nothing better to bring in. I mean, U-turn seemed obvious, but I also didn't know exactly what he was going to do, so it felt safer. But now he's going to bring in Bisharp. I'm going to hope on the off chance he's just going to want to go for Sucker Punch, expecting me to want to kill him just because it is a threat. So I actually go for Stealth Rocks, expecting said Sucker Punch, but he's going to go back into Landorus, I guess hoping I would go into something else randomly or go for some weird move. But I get the Rocks up, which is amazing, because now Bisharp cannot come back in because of said Rocks. So I'm in a fairly safe situation. I'm just staying and let Landorus die, but he goes for knockoff. I'm able to live with 3 and get my own knockoff off, so now his Landorus is not a threat because the Choice Scarf is gone, which, again, is fucking awesome. Because if I remove it as a threat, it'll be not existent. I mean, can I get any more self-explanatory? But, yeah. So now he's going to bring in his Heatran on the kill of my Landorus after U-turn for some reason, but I bring in Terrakion because it's probably the best thing I have to bring in right now, just because I didn't know what his Heatran set was, and it's actually going to be relevant later what it is, but I'll get into it once I figure it out myself in the battle. But he brings in Latias. I'm kind of hoping he's just going to go for Defog, so I go for another close combat because it looked like it was going to bring him down pretty low anyways, so I felt safe enough, you know, risking it. Plus, if he didn't Defog, I didn't need my Terrakion. The reason being is the only reason I needed Terrakion was for his Bisharp. After that, the rest of my team can deal with whatever the hell he has left. So, I felt safe enough stacking it. Because if he defogged, then yes, I would have lived and killed him off in another close combat, but if he killed me, blah, 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 blah. But I brought in Metagross on the double down just because I wasn't sure what else to bring in, which he had life orb, so he took himself down, so that was cool. But he brought in Heatran. Again, I didn't know his set, so it was slightly relevant, but he went for Lava Plume, and then he finally goes for Stealth Rock, so I figure out he's a special defensive set. I brought in Latios just to be safe. There's nothing else I really want to take the hit. But, I mean, at this point, I just kind of want to weaken it, because on the off chance that he is not special defensive like I think he is, I kind of want to be safe and have a easy way to kill it with Greninja. So I just keep Side Shocking because it's the best move I got. I'm just going to start roosting up because I know I can recover up a good amount, and I might as well try and get as much back as possible before trying something else. Which, yeah, that's what I keep doing, is I eventually keep roosting. I mean, he's getting back a lot from leftovers, so it's kind of, you know, a not well fought battle, but it's still slightly worth it, I guess. But, whatever. I just, you know, keep roosting, and then eventually I'll start Side Shocking again, because I realize, oh, I'm letting him gain too much back. I'm fucking dumb. I should have just let Latios die in the first place, but whatever. Eventually he goes for Flash Cannon, so that's going to be doing a good chunk. I don't know if he already started going for it. I wasn't paying as much attention as I should have, but oh well. But yeah, eventually he's going to be able to take me down right here, but he's in the range where I can Revenge Kill him with Dark Pulse from Greninja, so I'm kind of safe enough, so that works. But yeah, he takes me down. Boo-hoo, I'll get over it. Yeah, so he just takes me down there. But now I can go into Greninja safely, as I've been wanting to for a bit, so that's great for me, because now I get to take him down with the Dark Pulse, and that is the end of the Heatran. So, yay. But now he's going to go into Bisharp, and like I said, rocks are up, so he's going to die from that range, so that's great, because it was a non-factor. So, now he's going to bring in Gallade. I don't need much extra damage on it, but on the off chance he's going to Drain Punch, I want to get as much off as possible. And also, the reason why I didn't switch in Greninja earlier against Heatran is because I thought I brought the right Greninja that had U-turn instead of Hydro Pump, but it turns out I had Hydro Pump on this one, so I was like, oh, I'm stupid, but oh well, it's fine. You know, it doesn't really matter much. But I got a good amount of damage off, and I was able to avoid any potential of Drain Punching, giving him too much health back, so that was great. But now I'm going to bring in Metagross, because I know I can take at least one hit, and then kill him off of basically anything, and even if he goes in a Landorus, like, I'm going to outspeed him next turn anyways, so it's not a huge deal, and then just kill him off with whatever. But he goes in a Landorus on my Earthquake. I just went for Earthquake because I didn't want anything to miss. But I'm going to be able to finish him off with Ice Punch right here, because, you know, it's an Ice Punch from a fucking Mega Metagross, so that's great. But now he brings in Gallade. It's going to be a speed tie right here, but I know barring a crit, I can live any hit Gallade wants to throw at me, which is the close combat. And I do live said hit, and he won the speed tie, but it doesn't matter because I'm able to live it, and I'm able to take him down to Earthquake because he's at that range. So that'll be the match. So good game, Shinji, or whatever your fucking Twitter name is. I don't know. Damn. But it was a good game. Yeah, I kind of spaced on my Greninja a little bit, but otherwise, you know, it didn't really matter too much, but it was one of those principal things, but, you know, whatever. It was still a good game, so, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Like I said, once Greninja's Suspect Test is out of the way, I'll definitely be doing more, battles. It's just, like I said, I want to get that out of the way, because I didn't want to blah, 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 but, yeah, so, that'll be it for this, so, hope you guys enjoyed. Such blah, recommend sub, and later guys.